the thing is with that whole parade that leftists are complaining about, it's a fucking military parade. I don't. Do they even know what the purpose of those are? I don't think they do. And I could answer that question.
I mean, to
The
be
whole
honest,
point of
I don't even know.
the
Because,
whole point of that military
I can take a
parade is
guess.
to show it's to show our might to the rest of the world. It's not for the populace. It's for to let the rest of the world know that we're still on top when it comes to military technology. That's what
Well,
the
that's why.
whole point of that is.
Well, that's why all these countries do those displays with their militaries and with the leaders. It's all a show of force to try to one
Yep.
up each other in portraying sheer military might.
The only reason why this time it was a little different was because Trump wanted to be there himself. I honestly don't think that's exactly a problem. But leftists, because they're retarded, do not understand that.
yeah, I know that's what parades are for. Like, hey, look what we got, everybody. I know that's like on the surface what they're for, but when you really think about it, it's like, is that really a display of might? Because no one takes North Korea seriously, and almost all they do is military parades. So that's why I say, like,
So
I
here's
don't
my.
see the point of them because they don't actually do anything.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Scurvy brought it up, and I basically just elaborated that even though these are supposed to be shows of might, the key word is supposed to be, because it really just comes down to playground bragging, just on the national stage,
Yeah.
which as far as celebrating military might, I don't know. I had the opposite problem with the parade that the leftists had. I thought at least the U.S. one that's been all over Twitter has just been lacking in cohesion. I think is the right way to describe it. It wasn't very uniform. It was very lacking. But maybe that's just me.
Really, wait, you're telling me leftists actually had like legitimate criticisms for this, and not just
No, this is
my P-Mert bad?
no. Of course, leftists didn't have any good criticisms of it. I'm talking about my criticism of it, as
Oh,
well as a
sorry,
few others
sorry.
that I've. That's also the criticism I've seen from a few others on the right as well.
It was just lacking.
Yeah.
Hmm. I guess I could see that. I mean, I don't really care much about the whole military parade, but what made me so I guess just involved with it this time. It's because it's like, okay, this whole no kings thing seems to be entirely gay opt.
It's like the most astroturfed thing of my lifetime.
Oh,
Like,
big time.
it just came so out of nowhere. Like, all of a sudden, we're
Who
talking about
started it?
kings. I don't know,
It's
probably some
also
like
it's like
commie billionaire, probably Soros or just the whole lot of them just got together
because
like, hey, monarchy's rising, guys. Or monarchism is rising. We should
Uh,
throw some
You see,
money against this.
that's what's so funny though, is we're even now as much as it is starting to pick up, we're very obscure as far as any kind of counter political faction. It does make you wonder why they would take that leap to just no kings. What are the odds that they're thinking that far ahead to anticipate the rise of the monarchical right? I mean, I think that's giving them too much credit, but at the moment, I'm not sure what else makes sense.
there to me there's just again, I'm probably repeating myself here, but there just seems to be something rather insidious with this. Like, is it meant to mobilize a bunch of idiots to do like these elites bidding because they feel like the power system is actually being threatened by somebody who ultimately really can't threaten it, if we're being real here? Like, if you actually look at like Trump's positions or whatnot, it's like I wouldn't exactly say he'd truly be a threat to the liberal world order.
Yeah, but what they've been saying since the beginning, since like 2015, or at the latest 2016, is that he's a dictator. Fascism this, dictatorship that. And then it just like he hasn't even done much in this term apart from like the ICE stuff. But even with the ICE stuff, like he was talking about deporting people in his first term, in his first campaign. They never used the word king. It's so out of the blue. Even during his term now, he's only 6 months in, they still hadn't used the term king up until like a month ago. I don't know. I'm kind of white pilled from it because it's so unexpected. It's so completely out of the blue. I see it as like they do notice us monarchists, or at the very least the dissident right. Fuentes, for example, he's part of the dissident right. He's basically the face of it, and he has spoken about,
Unfortunately so,
yeah.
but yeah.
At the very least, he has spoken about wanting autocracy of some kind. I don't know. I think it's because they noticed us. Maybe
I
not
think so too, in
monarchists.
a way.
Maybe not monarchists entirely, but like the dissident right is gaining ground for sure, and that's what they're countering. That's what they're afraid of, and the fact that they did this campaign, which is worldwide, by the way, even in monarchical countries, the fact that they're doing this shows fear. They're not ignoring us anymore. We're not just a laughing stock or something anymore. We're a serious threat to their order, the boomer order, as I call it.